Greetings, you sapient slime molds, and welcome back to Thrive with me, Lath, and of course, welcome to the video where finally we are going to become multicellular. Now, multicellular in this game is currently very much in development. It even gives you a warning if you try and go into that state. But I want to see just how far we can go with it. Now, before that, though, we can become a colony, and that's the main goal of today. To become a colony, to become completely self-sufficient, devouring other organisms, while mostly deriving most of our ATP from the very heat of the area we're in, because we are going to be staying in the hydrothermal vents. Now, like before, what we're going to do is increase the mutation rate all the way to maximum for the AI. Everything else we will be leaving as it is, because I tried with the mutation cost multiplier. I didn't find it particularly more difficult. I did, however, find it far more dull. So I am leaving this all as it is currently. So let's get straight into it. Let's become the molds we were always born to be. Toxic Lego is basically what we're going to become, sliding all of our different cells together into a really weird creation. Okay, let's grab the ammonia, grab all the phosphate we need. If we can find it. And there's the other thing as well, we're probably going to produce our own ammonia, so only phosphate is going to be a problem for us, once we're fully developed in our final form, that is. For the time being, though, it is going to be just spamming these things here. It's a protein that uses thermal convection to change its form, allowing it to fold and bind to ADP when exposed to heat, then unfold and recycle it into ATP when exposed to lower temperatures, in a process called thermosynthesis. The rate of its ATP production scales with temperature, and that is why we're staying in the vents. This is the most power we can get from this thing. So for a while, that's all we're going to do. We're going to keep on adding that over and over again up until I have enough ATP production so that we can add ourselves a nucleus. And to do that a bit more efficiently, for the time being, I'm going to go with... I was tempted just to go double, because that does decrease our osmoregulation cost by 10%. That's the cost to just simply stay alive, which increases as we add more and more complexity to our cell. But chitin does that better, and also gives you some toxin resistance. It also means you can't be engulfed by anything which doesn't have the specific organelle to do so. This one over here, the lysosome, will also give enzymes to devour chitin, for instance. But double allows me to still eat other cells. And for a while, we are just going to be increasing our size over and over again, so... yeah, let's just go with double. That enables us to still be predatory if we see smaller cells than ourselves. That won't be the case for a while, I imagine. There's definitely another species somewhere at the moment, but we are also absolutely tiny. Once we add the nucleus, though, we're going to have a huge size increase, and that's going to make us pretty deadly to anything that can't defend itself. So if it doesn't have a spike or poison, we get a free meal. Oh dear. So because of the mutation rate being so increased with the other species, as you can see, they have in fact developed spikes straight away, and by the looks of things, they are predatory. They're trying to eat me because I'm probably small enough for them to devour. So I think our evolution into chitin is going to be very important. So I definitely made a mistake there. The next time we evolve, I'm going to just add more ATP production and also become chitinous. Or should we have something else instead? So calcium carbonate is the ultimate anti-toxin, or is it? I think so. So what's actually the best one then? So currently we're double. There's cellulose and chitin. They're basically the two options we have. The plant life and chitin. So this is better against toxic, that's better against physical. Currently there is no toxins available in the ecosystem, so let's just go with cellulose instead, and once again increase our production of ATP. Hopefully in just a couple more evolutions we'll be able to be big enough that maybe I'll go back to a double, but right now our cells are completely immune to being completely devoured, and because they're cellulose as well, we also take less damage from their spikes. We're a very tough meal. Ah, darn it, something's already produced poison. I think that's the fastest I've ever seen both weapons appearing in the ecosystem. Added the nucleus way too early. I knew it would be slow, but I didn't expect it to be this slow. It's such a small cell, the nucleus is like sticking out of it. Yeah, we've made a bit of an abomination here, haven't we? On the upside, though, now that we have a nucleus, we can add the better version of the ATP-producing piece. The organelle, that's it. It was a protein, now it's an organelle. It's better. Thermoblast. This is what we want. This almost produces 11 ATP per second. This one, on the other hand, only produces 4. It is, of course, double the size, though, and costs 5 more, so we can't put down 2 every time we evolve, but still very, very useful. The Thermoblast is a double membrane structure containing thermosensitive pigments stacked together in a membranous sac. It is a prokaryote that has been assimilated for use by its eukaryotic host. The pigments in the Thermoblast are able to use the energy of heat differences in the surroundings to produce ATP from water in a process called thermosynthesis. So it's just a more advanced version of this, and the idea is it was once its own cell, but now it is simply part of us. A similar concept to the mitochondria, which has been assimilated. Very cool. Now, I would like to change my membrane, but that's a little bit too expensive for this round. So what can we add? I would like to add a chemoreceptor, because soon as well, I would like to produce my own ammonia. Can I afford the lesser version of that yet? Where is the lesser version? Oh, there it is. That's going to be its own thing. That's a shame. I also can't add any poisons or anything. That's a very annoying cost at 55. It stops me from doing much else for this turn. Signaling agent. Hold down V to open a menu to issue commands to other members of your species. Okay, I don't really know how that works, but I'm going to eventually want that most likely, so... Sure. I'm going to give commands over here, and I guess I'll add the binding agent over here as long as they're the same size. Sure. I wonder how that works. Oh, no command, become aggressive, flee, so follow me? Didn't seem to really do anything. Move to me. Oh, okay, yeah, these two are now moving towards me. So maybe there's a range to it. Yeah, that one's going to hit me now. Interesting. Maybe it only works on a few each time. Well, for now, no commands. We're just going to continue to try and evolve. I need one more of those ATP-producing organelles. Then I want to change my membrane. Then I guess all that's left to do is bind. We really should add some flagella, but no. I'm just going to be a blob. Haha, I'm a genius. I made my own species flee so I could grab this resource. That's it, run away, it's all mine. I'm a genius. I'm the smartest single-cell organism for miles. I would say big brain time, but I don't really have a brain. Big nucleus time? Big nucleus time! Okay, now we're producing enough ATP. Do I want a cilia? Maybe later. I do want a chemoreceptor for ammonia. No, for phosphate. So next time we add the binding agent, or next time do we finally add ourselves some toxins? I'm not too sure. Or do we finally go back to being double and start eating things? I don't know. Again, the cost of these are really annoying. 55 stops you from doing so much stuff. How about just add a single one of these? Then I could change my membrane to double, which that will increase the cost of things, but the amount of times I've been able to eat something, but then, well, impossible to do so, has been ridiculous. And you get so many resources from devouring another cell. We're slow, but if something is slower than us, like just happened there towards the left, we can eat them. Oh no. I don't know what those cells are made of, but we can't digest them. I am just a bundle of mistakes. Oh no, the blue can't be devoured either. What is that cell wall it's got? That's a problem. Okay, so the blue and kind of pinky purple ones are both made of either cellulose or chitin, so we can't eat either. That's a problem. How about these ones? The kind of somewhat bluish ones. Colour. Green. Let's go with green. The spikes are more green. Turquoise? Green? Something like that. I'm too slow. Please let me eat you. I just need to know if I can devour anything in this game right now. Finally, okay, so one cell. Ow, ow, ow. Is that your poison hurting me? Ow, ow. Stop it, stop it. Worth it. Ow. It's always good when your food bites back, you know? Stop! Finally! Wow, that took off a lot of health just for eating it. Rude! I can't tell if they were chitin or cellulose. Aha, I was correct. They had chitin as their cell wall. And I now have chitinase available, so now I can eat them. Oh, but they do hurt me because of their poison. If they have a lot of poison stored up, we take a lot of damage when we eat them. But still, they produce just so many resources. There we go. Ow. Ow. Worth it. Spicy. Oh, that's a lot of poison I just ingested at once. That might have been a mistake. Eat them faster. Kill them. Destroy them. Spit out the poison. Do something. Oh, God, I'm going to throw up. My cell. I'm a genius. I survived. No one can question it. I am a genius. Okay, this will be the last time I had one of these for a while. Next time we had the poison, then we had the binding agent. That's how it's currently working. Okay. Anything else I want to do? Not really. Oh, I guess, yeah, the chemoreceptor. That's going to be set for ammonia. Oh, I forgot to change it. Well, next time I'll set it so it allows us to go for either ammonia or phosphate, depending on which one I find more difficult, I should say. And then we had the binding agent. So, poison, fix that, because that was silly. Then binding agent to become giant colonies of carnivorous, very, very angry creatures. Well, I say carnivorous, we're getting most of our energy just from the heat. What would you call that? Warmivorous? There's probably a name, and I don't know what the name would be. Oh, you have poison, don't you? Let's see how much damage. Okay, you know what? From now on, if they have poison, don't eat more than one at a time, because at some point I am going to cause myself to throw up, aka explode. Okay, I need to know something. Now we have poison. If I control... Well, if I become a colony... Ooh, destroyed you. Will I be able to activate all of the poison in the colony at once? Well, guess we'll find out that the next time I adapt. Come on, let me... Ooh, ow, spike. Looks like we have like a weird little mouth. Going a bit spore-esque now. So I've added the binding compound, and every time I press B, I'm connecting to one more cell. Oh my god, look how much poison we're making. Look at that toxin, that's ridiculous in the bottom left. We are the screen. Oh, the lag. Oh, my computer suddenly made a very bad noise. How bad is this for the computer? I don't know, but don't care. We're all one. If I fire my toxin, they all fire. Most of it gets stuck. Oh no, I should have been paying attention to the direction. Wow, you really don't want to be close by. Plus, I'm protected. My main cell is protected. We apparently all share compounds as well. I don't know how that works in terms of me evolving, but, yeah. This is a mess. A laggy mess. Can I still consume? Yeah, that's consume. So I still eat things, right? Like other cells. If they're small enough. I don't think these are small enough, though. And they're mostly spikes. Oh, stop trying to toxin me. We're turning the water toxic at this point. Okay, can things stop moving to... Ooh, I accidentally released us. Okay, let's reform. Quickly, lads. Reform back into our beautiful form. I just wanted to stop everyone from trying to move to me. It was getting too laggy. Oh, that is such a mess. Okay, yeah, so no command. Everyone do your own thing now, please. If you get close enough, I'll bind to you, otherwise... Oh, God, we turn too fast. Consume the organelles. I'm just going to leave consume on. And just slowly move around, poisoning the very water supply itself. We are consuming the organelles, right? We are still eating things? It's hard to yes, we do have ingested matter, so yes, we can still consume. Join us. Join the collective. Join our harmonious movement. I thought the computer just crashed then. So I'm going to deform, and I'm going to just grab a couple of other cells, and I'm going to position them so we're all facing the same way. So we can just have this wave of toxin. That's what I'm going to do. So I kind of want to go up next to them. We move the side here like this, and then bind. No, don't devour. There we go, like that. So now, yeah, now we're firing like this. So we're just going to have a very small collective instead, because the lag then was truly atrocious. So what I've found is it doesn't really matter what the position of the cell, it's always going to fire on your cell's front. So if we make a wall, we can just move from left to right, devouring everything while spewing poison in a sort of wave. Makes sense to me. This just seems a little bit mean. Though, their spikes are really getting in the way of our poison. But when you have this much poison, does it matter? No, is the answer. We still get to eat their lovely, lovely insides. Okay, I think I've decided this is what we're going to be like. This weird wall of cells able to throw toxins forward is pretty much unstoppable by anything that, well, is vulnerable to horrible, horrible toxins. So we are going to become multicellular. I've not done this before, expect it to be weird. So this is just a warning telling us this is a very rough part of the game now. It's more just about the vision of the future than anything else, and most likely we won't be able to save. Don't worry, I did just save just in case. If you choose to continue, please understand that the later stages are prototypes, and please do not complain about how incomplete they are. Okay, I won't. Oh. Okay. Loading the future. Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah, look, it's us. Oh, it's a little one of us. Oh, in that case, yeah, I like the idea of the Doom Wall. So there's all of our mutation points done. Modify type. Oh, we can also modify. Okay, that's cool. So we can both modify our type and the actual cells we're putting down. So for now, we're just all that. Confirm, I guess. That didn't work, did it? No. Is it just the editor currently? Is there not actually gameplay? I'm going to reload and try that again. I think maybe that's just the editor. I love the look of it, though, at least. So you can design separate cells and put them together. Oh, that's cool. So there'll be different reproduction options. Currently, it's budding. Okay. You can create new cell types by duplicating existing ones and giving them a new name. So stem 2, sure. Cell types can be modified to specialize them for different roles when modifying a cell type. All place cells. Okay. So how do I edit individual ones again? Modify type. Okay, so if I wanted this one, for instance, not to have a nucleus. Ah. I probably would need to have a nucleus still. That would make sense. Of course, they all have to have a nucleus. That makes complete sense in our multicellular organism. Ooh, things are now cheaper, though. So I guess we could have one of these just producing ammonia? Or something like that. If we wish to. So in the editor, let's delete those two. Stem 2 will now be able to produce ammonia. Whereas the ammonia producing larger version, that would be great if I could actually find it. There we are. Sure, let's just pop this here. Yeah, so now that one's got a little lump on the side. But sadly, it looks like, yeah, once we get into the game itself, whatever, we then get eaten by our previous species. Didn't expect that to happen, but there we are. So yeah, Multicellular doesn't quite work yet. I'm going to double check on the launcher page just to make sure I'm not missing something. So currently it does seem like we can't actually have any gameplay with that, which is a shame, but at least then, let's try and make the ultimate colony cell. So what I want to do then is make that wall as I was doing before. So at the back, I want spikes and flagella along like a wall here. So then we connect on our sides so we can move forward nice and quickly whilst also protecting our butts using the spikes. That's the current thinking, at least. We'll have another one there, then we'll also need some more ATP production. So now we just need to wait until more of the species I just updated get around. Then we can bind. Now, binding in the correct position is difficult. Well, even that's a little bit off. But I think you can kind of see the idea I'm going with. So let's decouple for a second. You know what, let's just get fully evolved first, then I'll do that. That is a very tedious process, so I want to make one ultra colony once the cell is complete. Through spikes, flagella, and poison. To me, my brothers! Or at least follow me so you don't actually ram right into me. Time to make our colony. So 1 spike on the front, 2 spikes at the back, a single flagellum, we have our toxin capability. This is pretty much everything we need. Now, it's going to be just the slow process of trying to bind perfectly to make a wall. Even that, I don't count as good enough. So this is going to take a very long time with a lot of attempts, I think. I wish there was a command to get everyone to just stop moving. There's also a few of the old version of the species here without the front spike. Yeah, this is going to take a long time. I changed their behaviour to be incredibly docile, which means I have all the time in the world to just move in and click. Become the most beautiful toxic wall of all time. Turning is weird when you're in this mode. It's hard to explain, but the controls don't act exactly as you might think they would. Okay, and click. Lovely. Now we just need to find more of the new version of the species to continue our wall production. And it'd be better as well if I put them on the other side, because right now... Oh, actually that's an issue. Getting them on both sides equally would make this a lot better. If I keep on doing what I'm doing currently, the controls are going to get more and more bizarre. No! They found the target! No, they're all moving now, darn it. Okay, we'll find more later, it's fine. I think I'm done. So I have a little catcher on the left and right. Oh god, the controls are so bizarre. And now I give the command for everyone to flee. That'll take a few seconds, but then, okay, yeah, we'll see the ones on the left now moving away. And that is it. We are the wall of flesh. Just slowly moving forwards, constantly causing waves of toxins, and consuming everything in our way. Occasionally we'll get hurt, and if we do lose one of our cells, we'll simply grab another one. So with that, I think I've done everything I want to do in this game. We've created our colony in multiple forms. We have tried out the basic multicellular mode. At the moment, there's very little to it. What I could have done is messed around more with making specific cells and having them have different positioning on their flagellum and everything else like that, so that we can move quickly in different directions. But for the time being, I think this is it. I might come back to the game with some mods, but for now, until there's some more updates, I think I'm just about done. Unless you can all think of something else for me to do in the game, in which case, I'll very, very happily do that, because I do adore this game. I just think I'm at a very logical end now. Dominating the tide pool, dominating the hydrothermal vents, as a slow-moving slime colony of poison. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Thrive is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Next time, hopefully I'll be announcing some updates. Great game, great potential. Just a bit early. Ooh. Sometimes I occasionally also speed up for reasons unknown to me. Well, before the game crashes, goodbye. Had a lot of fun tonight. Need some sleep.